Good morning. It is day 109, which is wild that it's already been 9 days since I've been out here for 100 days. It is an absolutely beautiful sunrise today. Up here, I came to this lookout spot last night. Let's see. Get a view of the sun coming up over here. Gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Yeah, so I think actually I'm feeling really excited because I'm gonna show you again. Come on then. Come on. Well, one I would say I did not sleep well last night. I think the storm, I didn't start by staking my tent down that well because when I got here it was super warm. There was no sign of a storm. And then when it was too late and I should have been staking it down better, it was just too late. I wasn't gonna go out in the rain. And then, it was really still for a long time, but then as the rain came, it got really windy, so 2 of my stakes kind of got whipped out. And so then it was just loud because it just, the wind whips around the rain fly, and I tried to fix it up from the inside, but all that is to say, I did not sleep super well last night, so I've got my Celsius packet already in my water, ready to freaking go, brothers. Today I'm only gonna try to do about 25 miles. I think that will be perfect. Then tomorrow I think it's also around 25 miles. Yeah, going the extra 2 miles today, last night, was actually really helpful because I don't have to do a 27-mile day, I guess is why. Anyways, feeling really excited because last night I tried my best to map out the rest of the trail. I don't know. It's hard to do that because so many things change in the matter of a day. There could be lots of forest fires that pop up that make me have to do walk-arounds. My knee could keep getting worse and I literally could have to get off trails so that I could rest my knee. I don't know. There's a million different things that could happen that change what a plan is. My dad always says, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan or something. I don't know. I must make her laugh a lot because I love planning stuff, so it's all good. But yeah, anyways though, so it made me feel really excited though because I feel like I'm able, in Washington for example, I know it's way more ups and downs, it's a lot more climbing and tougher terrain than Oregon and NorCal. But I think that even in my plans, I was only giving myself regularly 20 to maybe 25 miles a day, which I think will be very, very doable. I hope. Again, I don't know because the climbing will be much more intense than what it will be coming from Oregon. But I think I'm giving myself realistic miles. And then also though, I would say I didn't necessarily give myself a 0 in Washington. Anyways, feeling super excited for just being able to see what the next month looks like, and feeling even more excited because Abigail will be here with Nikki and Marie in 6 days or so. I think we're under a week for sure. So I'm feeling so excited to see my friends and of course to see Abigail and to get to hike with Abigail. I remember starting this countdown back when I had over a month to go until I got to see them. And so yeah, I'm honestly just feeling grateful. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling really grateful for the way things have been shaking out. So, thankful to be in Oregon. Oregon has changed my attitude entirely. Well, my cleanliness never lasts long out here. I decided to fall and gave myself a little scraper. All good. But I'm just annoyed. The soil was so loose that I had my new shoes on. I didn't think I'd fall. Trusted the new shoes too much. I slid right down, so... Anyways, gonna take my jacket off because it's warming up. Alright, I have opted for the Old Hyatt Prairie Road walk. This will shave maybe 2 to 3 miles off of my walk today. Yeah, I don't know. In some ways it's like I don't need it to be a shorter day because I think the camp spot I've chosen, the next spot is several miles, and I think it's like over 5 miles. And the next place down would be like a dirt road, and I really just don't want to camp by a dirt road because I'm scared of bad guys. So I don't really need to do the shortcut walk. However, it's been a really bushy, it's just so bushy, and I really do not enjoy walking in the bushes. Even though it's not that big of a deal, it's not like it really hurts or anything. It's just like, I don't know, I can't always see where I'm walking, you step on rocks, twist an ankle, things like that, so. It's a bunch of ash, a little bit of a burn area around here. Aqueduct. Lunch. Alrighty, well, first of all, I would just say those little Ritz crackers with cheese in the middle have a chokehold on me. I am obsessed. That's my favorite snack right now, hands down. Lunch was good. I didn't stay there very long. I realized I only have 6 miles to go until where I was initially going to camp. And I was right. This is the spot where you either have, like, essentially, yeah, it's like I either have to stop early or I have to go long. There's this hut, like a little cabin in like 10 miles or so. But I think a lot of comments said there's like so many mice there, and like even if you hung stuff up, like just lots of mice and didn't sleep well. So I don't want to necessarily do that. I don't know what I'll do. I ran into Frank and Roger again. They're the guys from the Netherlands. I met them back at Hikertown, and they were gonna go stay at the hut. So, I don't know, I think if people are there, that makes it more comfortable for me at least, because then it's like not just me having to figure out how to deal with the mice. But, yeah, I don't know, all of that's to say it's only 1, and so if I'm only going 6 more miles today, I will be to camp before, like, I don't know, maybe by 3:30 or 4, which is really early. So I'll probably push on. It's always tough. That's just a tough spot to be, where it's like you just don't know what your options will be, and sometimes it's better to just, take what you know. Anyways, though, it's sort of like a really rather easy day. It's incredibly flat, so the reality is I could probably just keep walking and get 30 or so miles in. Tomorrow I was planning for a 30-mile day, so I guess if I do more today, then could make tomorrow pretty easy. So I'm not sure. I'll see what I do. Today has been mostly going through a bunch of trees. I'll show you what I can see. It's looked a lot like this the whole day. It's like the green tunnel, lots of dense forest, lots of rocks, some blowdowns, but not bad. Trail magic! Dinner plus peanut butter and pretzels, and breakfast is ready for tomorrow. Good morning! It is day 110. It was actually a little chilly last night. I slept comfortably, but I had to zip up my sleeping bag, which I haven't done in a while. And it's kind of cold this morning as well. I've got my gloves on, and obviously my beanie is on. My dad actually messaged me and said it's supposed to be like in the 70s around the time I'm in Crater Lake. And I'm like, that is nuts. Like, I mean, in some ways that's great hiking temperature, but for sleeping or like, I mean, it is cold when I'm not moving, and so then my fingers get numb fast and all that stuff, but you know, that's alright. I don't think it'll probably stay cool for too long, maybe, given the time of year. But that does have me nervous for September, so I gotta connect with the Menno group a little bit and ask, like, you know, well, I learned that they did flip up. They skipped from Chester to Siesta, or no, what? they skipped from Chester to Syad Valley, and so that's like around 160 miles, I'm pretty sure. So they skipped up maybe like 5 to 6 days, depending on their miles, which that like made a lot more sense, because I was like, how did they start Washington before I even got to Oregon? But yeah, they had to skip up so they could meet some friends. And they said the first 2 days they were in Washington, it was raining on them. So I was like, yeah, Washington. I think Washington's weather will be tough because of the rain, but also if it's snowy, it's just gonna be colder, I think is what it is. And yeah, I mean, being cold is harder than being hot for me, I guess. So anyways, today should be a really chill day. I think I'm trying to go 27 miles. Yesterday I ended up going 31, and that was cool. I didn't realize it, but it made sense because my body was really hurting by the end of the day. Yeah, so today I'm only gonna go 26 or 27, and then the next several days are really chill hiking miles, like less than 25 every day, because otherwise I will go past where I need to meet Abigail, Nikki, and Marie. And so yeah, I'm just kind of, the next several days are just like chill hiking days, I think, so that'll be great. I'm excited to get to Crater Lake to grab my resupply and have a good meal there. And also just to like check it out. I've never been to Crater Lake, so I'm excited to just see what it's all about. So day 110, here we go. Lots of lava fields today. Lunch today doesn't look great, but it is what it is. With pretzels, I'm gonna have the fruit bar and some fruit snacks. I'll probably have some peanut butter with the fruit bar. Okay, and we're off again. It's about 1. Had a good lunch and a good break. There's not been a lot of service the last couple of days, but I was able to have 1 bar of LTE where I had lunch, and I called Abigail, but she was doing something, so. And then I also was able to download some podcasts, and let me tell you, since starting to listen to podcasts, it's kind of definitely changed my hiking experience, because what I've noticed is like the last 2 hours of hiking before I got to my lunch spot, I was like, I feel bored, and I feel like my mind is just like trying to think of things to think about, which hasn't ever, pretty much the first 90 days of hiking were very much like, that's just what I did. But anyways, though, it's been really interesting because essentially I found myself being like, dang, I wish I had something to listen to or something specifically to think about. And so I was very grateful I was able to download a bunch of podcasts with just 1 bar of LTE. Thank you, LTE. What does that even stand for? But anyways, I think I only have about 11 more miles to go today, and I'm not trying to move anywhere too fast. The mosquitoes are back out, so I have sprayed myself.
Wait, Roger, fix your hair.
Water. Okay, wild moment. Also, I'm wearing my sun shirt to protect the back of my neck because it was on fire. So I was just getting water. This is the last water source for me for tonight, and I've decided I'll go 7 more miles, which puts me at 28.5 miles today. because that's where I could have service today. So I'd love to get to call Abigail and download a few more podcasts for tomorrow. But anyways, I was getting water, and there's a couple folks camped there already, and someone was in their tent and it was like closed off or whatever, so I don't know, I couldn't see who they were. Well, anyways, I'm talking to the guy who's out of the tent, and just talking about like he does trail magic and he's just section hiking it, and he thought he might see me at Wendigo Pass or whatever. So we're just kind of talking, and I'm talking about Santiam Pass, and then the next thing I know, this woman, her name is Kit Kat, she was like, do you do vlogs on YouTube? Mind you, she didn't even see me. Like, she's literally in her tent. And I was like, yeah, I do. And she was like, did you have a glissading incident? And I begrudgingly had to say, yes, I did. And anyways, so she followed some of my videos. So I was just like, whoa, that is so cool. Like, I haven't met anyone who's watched any of my videos because I don't know why anyone watches my videos. But anyways, shout out to Kit Kat. Thank you for watching. That's really cool. And yeah, she's going to be turning 65 here. I think that's what she said, and I hope that's what she said, in like a month. So happy birthday almost to Kit Kat. I think we'll get to see each other again possibly at trail days. And so yeah, that was really a cool moment for me. Dinner.